I super hero landing. Ale w ogóle jakie jeszcze questy mamy tak swoją drogą? Tu mamy tam jakąś potrawę. Tu mamy te bliźniaczki, tu mamy potrawę od siostry. I tu jest to jajko, nie wiem gdzie ono jest. Także tego też będę się ewentualnie za tym rozejrzeć między streamami potencjalnie. Ale to wszystko w swoim czasie. Szkoda, że nie ma tu jakiejś szybkiej podróży, bo to by też byłoby na pewno dla mnie dużo wygodniejsze, aniżeli takie bieganie. Tyle dobrego, że te lokacje nie są jakoś mocno oddalone od siebie. Więc idzie dosyć łatwo i sprawnie się między nimi poruszać. Ale co szybka podróż, to szybka podróż. Co mamy tutaj? Halo, dzień dobry.
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village? Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want. My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Okej.
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
Najpierw pies zaginął, teraz jakiś syn zaginął. No, oby się nie skończyło jak z psem. Bo na pewno nie będzie to zbyt przyjemne dla tego pana. Ten Gregor cały czas tu jest? Jep, cały czas tu jest. Dobra, weźmy sobie to. W sumie teraz, skoro mamy Kane z nami, to może walka z tym cholerstwem nie będzie taka trudna? Not gonna lie, trochę jakoś spróbować teraz. Dwóch na jednego, może będzie lepiej nam to szło w takim razie. No, albo i nie. Nie zadajemy mu jakichś potężnych obrażeń. Ła! A on wręcz przeciwnie. Dobra, nope, nic z tego nie będzie. Jeszcze jak mówiłem poprzednim razem, ja bym go tutaj załatwił bez problemu. Po prostu biegłbym wokół niego przez najbliższy czas. Ale nie chce mi się tracić na to czasu w tej chwili. Na własną rękę zrobiłbym to bez problemu. Zajęło mi to trochę czasu, pewnie obstawiam, że jest 10 minut takiego biegania dookoła niego. Ale dałoby się to zrobić. Ewentualnie w momencie, kiedy będę miał jakąś lepszą broń, to też dałoby radę jakoś szybciej załatwić i sprawniej. Ale do lepszej broni, no to troszeczkę czasu mi to zajmie.
It's not like we can keep it hidden.
Dobra, halo, panie barmanie, proszę mi przygotować najlepszy wytwór z szczura i jaszczurki.
Here's your ingredients. Although I can't imagine what kind of drink uses this stuff.
Same!
It tastes just as extreme as it looks. Popel is the only person I know who can handle it. Anyway, tell Popola I'll have this stuff sent over to the village as soon as it's ready, okay?
Got it.
Luzik. Dobra, dzięki.
A drink with a lizard's tail inside certainly sounds impressive.
Yeah, Popola's really something when she starts drinking.
Surely you jest.
No joke. Once she got so plastered, she practically destroyed the shop.
Excuse me?
Down a wall and everything.
Excuse me?
Alcohol affect Devla in the same manner.
Devil is more of a lightweight. If she has even a little, she starts acting all cute and meowing like a kitten.
Devla? For true.
For true.
Alcohol is a fearsome chemical indeed.
Gdzieś już widziałem podobne zachowania. Przepraszam bardzo, czy twórcy się wzorowali na Erzie i Lucy z Fairy Tail? Bo autentycznie brzmi to jak one. Lucy po pijaku robi za kota. Erza po pijaku jest naprawdę niebezpieczna. Jestem ciekawy naprawdę, jak to się rozwinie. Może być interesująco. Podnoś to, halo. Dziękuję. Co to ma tak udesaj?
Welcome. We've got a wonderful line of weapons to choose from.
Raczej masz coś interesującego tak w sumie? To jest potencjalnie całkiem niezłe. Ale też potencjalnie całkiem kurwa drogie. 16 000 nie dziękuję, nie stać mnie.
Thanks for your
Wolę chyba ulepszyć swoją broń. Będzie miała lepsze obrażenia i wychodzi mi to taniej. Co prawda zajmie mi znalezienie, trochę mi zajmie pewnie znalezienie materiałów do tego, ale wydaje mi się, że będzie to bardziej worth it niż kupowanie broni. Teraz jak tu ganiam, to od razu sobie zapiszmy. Bo czemuż by nie. I tak, z tego co widzę, to podejście do punktu zapisu również przywraca mi życie. Dobrze wiedzieć. Noted. A swoją drogą, chciałbym zerknąć sobie tutaj.
What is the purpose of this place?
Beats me. Maybe it's Popola's hobby corner.
Z tego co widzę, to chyba, nie wiem, jakiegoś jednego bossa pominąłem? Tak to trochę wygląda.
It resembles the shade we saw in the lost shrine.
We saw this cube back in the Baron Temple.
Perhaps the Prince of Facade gave it to Popola as a gift?
Ciekawe.
It's that lizard thing we fought in the Eyrie. Who would make a figure of that anyway? And what is it doing here? This is from the junk heap.
For a decoration, it's certainly in poor taste.
Ezer, to wygląda, jakbym pominął gdzieś jakiegoś bossa potencjalnego. Może to ten cień, który się tam kręci na... Nie wiem w sumie jak to określić. Przy wodzie? Na klifie? Jak zwał, tak zwał?
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dear Sopola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes to bring your attention to a certain dream issue of concern regarding events in Dream the Village. I was hoping you might be dream able to get your advice dream to the matter. As indeed there have been dream reports, dream afters and dream. Okej, ktoś tu niezły towar wciągnął, jak to pisał.
It's certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
Dziwny przypadek, bo akurat tam powinniśmy się udać.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But,
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
oh, well, all right.
Przy okazji...
The Forest of Myth is to...
Aha, okej, dobra. To inaczej. Questy w takim razie. Chciałbym jej to powiedzieć, ale tak troszeczkę nie mogę.
The Forest of Myth... The Forest...
Okej, dobra, to może innym razem. Nie, to nie. Skoro nie chcesz się napić, to nie. Innym razem. Dobra, to gdzie jest ten las? Tak myślałem, że będzie w tą stronę. A w sumie dosiądźmy naszego dzika. Ułatwi mi to na pewno podróż. No i dobra, w tej lokalizacji to mnie jeszcze nie było.
I have to save Yona!
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage.
Chcesz się założyć? Wściekłość w anime zwykle pomaga. To dodaje specjalnego boosta. Plus 40 do siły. Plus power up. I nowa zdolność zwykle. Wielkie jak na drzewo.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Nie, ma w tym trochę słuszności, nie da się ukryć. Jeśli ktoś wysyła list tego typu, to na pewno nie jest tutaj najlepiej. Coś tu jest nie teges.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What?
What's going on?
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before they could learn more, the disease took him as well.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The Mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Edwin had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Edwin and Wise racked their brains but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Wise chose his words caressingly seems to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
To kłócimy się z narratorem, ja pierdolę, tego się nie spodziewałem.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Wise looked skyward as if searched for answers in the heavens.
Doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Edwin like a continuation. Wait, said Edwin suddenly. Did someone just say it's contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagion words, right? The man leans forward with real interest, pushing a started Wise his head in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams, or oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Great Wise Czemu nagle się tutaj jakiś narrator odpalił? Czemu nagle się to w jakąś książkę zmieniło? Great Wise suddenly blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others started at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thoughts, Edwin's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. This who dreams, that's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Edwin. That sounds right, he said. As a stray sheet of paper fluttered off to the ground. My note also mentions something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stood tracing lines across the long piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but suddenly the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Wise immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your effort to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hands tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular. And it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our life. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Edwin nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Edwin, just ask. Now, hold on, I did not say that. Jesteśmy wrabiani przez narratora w jakieś gówno znowu. Silence! cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked from Edwin to the Major and back again. His face filling with confidence. On nie ma twarzy, zacznijmy od tego. Grimoire Weiss' face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Major. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The Major slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my God! He said, "You're right. You are right. I had no idea you were coming." Nie mam zielonego pojęcia, do czego to zmierza, ale jest takie irracjonalne po prostu, że nagle gra się zmieniła w jakiś kurwa tekst do czytania. What the fuck, co to jest, jakaś visual novela teraz? Tylko tego by brakowało, żeby się jeszcze anime postacie wyświetlały. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine and exist, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the Mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The Mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two. He called the departing from of Edwin and Weiss. We are all counting on you. As Edwin slowly faded into the misty forest, the Mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Edwin's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. However, earlier when the beauty of the place was still in a few things, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to suddenly himself on the raw bark of a tree, and his hands now felt small traces of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion, unhindered by either terrain or physical effects, or physical effort. He spent most of his time urging Edwin to pick up the piece and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigation, the environment, Edwin snapped. Okay, Weiss, cream it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. I mean, no coś ty wiesz, no nie ukrywajmy. Kurwa. Nie jest to naszą winą, że kurwa mamy nogi, które się mogą kurwa zmęczyć od chodzenia w kółko x godzin. On sobie po prostu lewituje obok naszej głowy cały czas. Edwin leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the word trembled from his mouth, cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out of volume that rattled his teeth. Edwin slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Edwin could see Weiss' mouth moving, but he might as well have been shooting in a tornado. The insect screams, the forest howled, and then just as Edwin's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for a cover, the sounds diminished. Diminished? Nie jestem pewien, jak to sobie przeczytać sensownie. Hastily, he removed his hand from his left ear and listened to the creature of the woods. Blackbeard? Czy to ty? Szak. Kurwa, co to teraz jakiś beatbox się odpala? The fuck? As they successfully deemed another deceiver, Edwin began to detect patterns in the songs. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. To jest beat! The instances weren't just calling on, they were asking a question. One with its tracking, two with its to either, three with it is dangerous. What is it? By my bench, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the cave to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. One with it is lacking, two with it is ideal, three with it is dangerous. What is it? CISO. Nie mam pojęcia, co to jest CISO. The fuck was CISO? Co to ma te kudasai? Muszę to sobie sprawdzić na szybko, co to do cholery jest. Huśtawka? Huśtawka. Something that he did with two people, but dangerous with three. W sensie chodzi o to taką, nie wiem, w moich stronach to się, na to się mówiło po prostu konik. W sensie to jest taka huśtawka, gdzie dwie osoby siadają po dwóch stronach i tak się nawzajem odbijają, góra dół, góra dół. O taką huśtawkę chodzi. Wise move open, but before he could say anything, the word suddenly shifted. When Edwin came to, he was once again surrounded by sons of insect. The cries of the insect were creating words, words he had heard somewhere before. Czy co, to nie była huśtawka? Czy chodziło o sekret, czy co? No dla mnie to było... No to uwagę huśtawka, no to dwie osoby były idealne pod takie coś. The sounds of insects stopped suddenly as it began. The forest suddenly wolf parted before it like a ripping wave, opening a new path. The forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Waze with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Edwin moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on path, the journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us. Waze spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet. You can suddenly be friends. We have no idea where this path leads. Kurwa, długo będzie trwało to takie przewijanie tekstu do jasnej cholery? As I finished speaking, the pair turned to corner and found themselves facing a clear forest, spearing, smiling. Edwin picked up a small rock and sent it skipped across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Waze. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rocks finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When nights fall, I vanished. What am I? Edwin grieved this, tried not to reach out and estrange his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A long water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spans the entire horizon. In all my research, why softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey, look! Cried Edwin, awaking wise from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Placing in the direction of his friend's extended hands, Wei saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Waze? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Edwin walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Edwin, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 on the moon, but in the night with 3. What am I? Edwin tries to ask the cloaked man who was entering what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the questions. If you wish to engage this man in conversation, said Waze, it seems me once answered his riddle. I suppose, said Edwin. Well, at least it's an easy one. Tak, człowiek. Typowa zagadka, oczywiście. Wałkowana absolutnie wszędzie, gdzie się da. The mist dissolved from a cloaked figure and as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You are the mayor, cried Edwin. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know, now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream, and now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Edwin watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Edwin and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught scent of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambling over to them. Good gravy, he cries. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Edwin and pumped it so fiercely it returned to dislodge from the socket, while his right sided waist by the cover and smoothed him through the air. Yeah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not! The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Edwin withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Edwin filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Edwin cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Jakie to jest bez sensu, ja pierdolę, pomocy. Kiss your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Edwin and the mayor obediently reclined atop at grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Waze, it is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnaturally they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep as we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. Jezus kurwa Maria. Ej, not gonna lie, ale ten replikant jest naprawdę... Ma dużo ciekawych rzeczy w sobie, ale zarazem jest jakiś taki... strasznie dziwny. Jakiś strasznie nierówny, szczerze powiedziawszy. w porównaniu do automatycznie to imo nie umywa. With that, the three of found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were out, cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he reminded nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, these things had sensing more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker and leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Edwin shook the mayor's shoulders gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, whoa, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked at once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dreams. The man started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He started at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. Then glanced at Edwin and shook. Without a word, the young man reached down to pull at the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a ray smile crossed his lips. You shall relent in short order, I am sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree. He explained it when the prayer was finished. It's a guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder. Muttered Weiss. We should not put on our faith in the gods. The man shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Edwin and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seems a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Edwin mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he started into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I've seen you before too. Eddie tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Edwin gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. Something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Boże, w końcu!
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Okay, dobra.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Co nie?
Think advice.
Ale still, ja pierdolę, jaka to była dziwna i dosyć upierdliwa sekwencja, not gonna lie.